Time for a Numbers on the Board fan favorite, something we've done for a very long time. We are the creators of this.
Now give yourself the
I am the creator
there you go.
of this. Cap or no cap. So every time y'all see that, they lucky I don't patent this. They lucky I didn't trademark this.
Get your royalties.
A lot of it. I'm a giver.
Similar to like LeBron with Taco Tuesday.
Right, exactly.
He didn't create that. That just existed.
He made it hot.
He's like, I got it.
You're right. I that is a difference. I created this. He just kind of popularized.
We had
something.
Taco Tuesdays back when I was like 3rd grade.
For real? At school?
I love it.
Were
Love
they
it
good?
elementary. I didn't eat them.
Okay.
So let's say no.
Cap and no cap. Jason Tatum returns to the Boston Celtics this season and plays in the playoffs.
That's cap. I just don't think, for an organization standpoint, it's smart to bring him back. Even if he feels like he's ready, I still think you just kind of just let them ride this out. Because I still don't think even when he comes back, you're in championship contention. So I think you just kind of just stay pat and just let him come back next season, and then we reshape this roster and make it a championship roster, and then boom, we got our superstar player back.
Are the Knicks, Cavs, Hawks, are they that good where Jason Tatum returns?
That's the reason too for him to, I mean, like that's the reason for him to come back is because the East is still wide open, and the Boston Celtics are the 3rd seed right now, missing their best players. So imagine they come back, we could be envisioning them as the best team out East.
Deadline move away for a center. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm going to still say cap just because we've just seen too many. I just be worried too much about it. I think we've seen too many injuries come for players trying to come back into the playoffs and they're injured. I think it also depends really like what time he comes back. But I'm going to say cap for now.
What if I told you he came back late January?
Ooh, that's
I feel like that's
next month.
early.
That's
okay.
way ahead of schedule.
Late February, early March. He comes back before the playoffs.
Yeah, I
His
mean,
first
that gives him
game
like a month
isn't
and a
the
half
playoffs.
worth of games, I guess. You know what? If it's before the playoffs, yeah.
I'm going to say no cap. I think it's a realistic expectation for Jason Tatum in the Boston Celtics. Just like P said, there's nobody out there that makes you feel like they're head and shoulders above the Celtics if he comes back. So why not? If the doctors are approving it, saying that he's ready and he's mentally ready and physically ready, I don't see a reason to not. We have to remember who his idol is. He's a Kobe stan. He's the type of guy that wants to come back and break some records. He was the fastest dude to ever get an Achilles surgery, and that may help his progression. I'm going to say no cap.
I'm not mad at that. This one is near and dear to the heart. Have we seen Chris Paul for the last time? Obviously, we know everything that happened, but there was speculation and question. Would he just be gone, poof, or could he rejoin the team? I just seen yesterday him in a mock trade. And I'm like, yeah, technically
He's
they
still
just,
on the roster.
quote unquote, sent him home. So cap or no cap, Chris Paul is done, and that's the last time we will see him as an NBA player.
I'm gonna say no cap. I want to see him. My heart wants to see him get his proper farewell tour, but it doesn't seem like a lot of teams are calling for Chris Paul at this point.
That's cap, baby. He'll be back. He's still working out on the daily. He got to the point where he's posting on Instagram, too. That kind of scares me
With
when
Sun.
former players are working out. It's like, people trying to get back into the league. I don't like that. But he said that his phone will be on. He will be open for conversations if he does get traded and eventually waived to go back into the market. I think, like you said, he deserves some level of some real goodbye instead of it being a surprise. So I'm going to say my boy will be back. He's not going to be well. He's not going to play well, but he'll be back.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's cap. I think the league in general just has too much respect for them not to, get Chris Paul playing or not on a roster.
James Harden is a dream fit for the Timberwolves, cap or no cap. This is the trade that I seen Chris Paul be involved with. It wouldn't be, you said teams aren't calling. Yeah, they're not calling directly like we need Chris Paul. But the idea is the Clippers are not good. They make a move. He's thrown in at the back end of a trade and is now a Timberwolf or something like that.
I love this fit, so I'm gonna say no cap. I think
The trade involved Nas Reed going to the Clippers. You still liking that?
some got to give.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can't sit up and say I love Nasri leaving, but I got to put somebody in the deal in order for it to happen. But I think just seeing him maximize all the centers that he's maximized throughout his career. Seeing him with Rudy Gobert, seeing what version of Rudy he could bring out of Rudy, and taking the ball
you
pressure.
think that's going to make his hands better?
That's what I was about to say,
Maybe.
man.
That's going to help his touch.
But Zubac had that issue too when they first got together.
Not to Rudy Gobert level, though.
But so to the point to where James Harden said, we stand after games and we practicing these lobs.
James Harden ain't shy about letting people know how he feel too. So I could see a couple of them lobs not working, and him, boy, he gonna hold him accountable.
That boy Rudy hands. I mean, if you're in year 14 and your hands ain't the same, ain't good still, I don't know, man. It don't matter who throwing that ball. I'm gonna say Cap though. I think it's a good fit. I don't think it's the perfect fit. I like when James Harden is the system, even if it does lower what your overall ceiling is. But the Timberwolves desperately need a point guard play. I just don't know if it's James.
I think it is
expensive
James.
Nas Reed.
I think it is James. I think he could just, the way he plays, we saw him with Joel Embiid. I think he plays well next to other stars. I know it's Anthony Edwards and it's not Joel, so it's not that guard. But I think Anthony Edwards could use a James Harden next to him.
I could see that.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm going to go no cap is because James Harden can handle all of facilitating and more, and Anthony Edwards could just kind of be the star. Like, he doesn't have to worry about getting everybody else involved like he's kind of had to.
What else is that trade? Do you
It was too
It was
much
a lot.
for me to remember.
It was
yeah,
too
because I'm
much.
trying to think about James's contract and then Nas's contract.
It was so much. Rob Dillingham went to the Clippers. Is the only other thing I remember.
Okay.
Nikola Jokic is the best player in the history of the NBA. I got this from Stan Van Gundy. I've seen KB talk about it on Small Ball a little bit. Just wanted to see y'all overall thoughts, and I don't think he's going to be the guy for y'all, but I'm just curious to see where y'all heads at when it comes to stuff like this, because we ain't the podcast to sit around and talk about this 24/7.
It's Jordan and LeBron for me.
Okay.
If you stripped accolades away, is it still Jordan or LeBron? Are you saying Jordan because he got 6 rings in the MVP?
Well, I think LeBron is still the best player I've ever seen play basketball.
Fair. And I'm not saying because I think Jokic. I don't think Jokic is either.
Yeah.
But I'm
If I
curious
stripped
where
away
the-
everything, the best basketball player is Michael Jordan.
You think so?
I just think, like, aesthetically, like, that's why I always feel like it's a little bit unfair for LeBron and certain guys too. Because, like, you just watch Jordan, he just, like, that's like a sexy basketball player. Just floating in the air, perfect height at 6'6", defensive stance. You know what I mean? Somebody might feel the same way about LeBron.
That's how I feel about LeBron.
Yeah, that's how I feel about LeBron.
Yeah. But I watch Jordan highlights and just be like, my gosh.
Yes, that's how I feel about 2017, 2018 Bron. Like, I was just like, this is like the best basketball player I've ever watched play basketball.
2017, 2018 version of him?
That's when he took, what, Clarkson and them to the finals?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big cap, like, obviously. But Jokic is so good that he has those moments during the game where you like, you kind of think that to yourself. So I don't know.
I think.
But I just think those other guys, they do it on the other side. So, like, I think that's what gives them the nod. Like, Jokic not really going to have any crazy defensive plays where you like, whoa.
I also think there's a certain level of dominance. And I hate to, because Jokic is dominant in his own sense. But
Yeah.
LeBron rattled off, what, 9?
9 straight finals.
Jordan had 3-peat. Like, they just took it to a different level. I don't know if that matters for everybody, but, like, when you're the best of all time, you have to have a certain type of dominance and presence felt.
That's why, like, these conversations are always tough because I feel it's like if Jokic was in the Eastern Conference then, he may not have 9 straight, don't get me wrong. But, like, we would have saw him in the finals more than just the one time we've seen so
That's
far.
fair.
He's just
That's
in the
fair.
toughest division, toughest conference.
Hey, Kobe
ever.
was in the West and did it on 2 separate occasions. Steph was in the West and did it. I mean, he had Kevin Durant.
Yes, it's a little different. I get what you mean. I think
I honestly think Steph probably
Shea
would've-
doing it
Steph
right
would've
now?
win. I think Steph would have still win without KD.
Nah.
he would have went or he would have won.
He would have won because
Oh, you said win. I thought you said
yeah,
won.
That's fair.
I still think LeBron probably would have. LeBron would have beat them at least one of those other times.
Let's remix this because I got something similar on the doc. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. We're gonna go a little bit hypothetical. Back-to-back finals MVP, and another regular season MVP because he's my leader right now. So he would do everything he did last year again. Does he become?
And maybe a 70-win team.
Oh, and that, that was also on here, so you could throw that in there.
This
too.
no cap.
You didn't
Is
even know the
he-
question yet.
Is he third behind like Jordan, Kobe, Shea?
Oh, like
Oh, like
Oh,
talking about
I mean, that's back-to-back.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot.
his accolades would
How
have.
far? I'm just really asking how far these jumps up.
His accolades would already be better than
Like Wade is the guy that people say third. It's like
James
Wade,
Harden,
yeah.
Allen Iverson.
So we put him in the 2-guard spot then.
Yeah.
That's what when I wrote this, I was
Yeah.
like,
That's what
Because he's been the point guard for like 2 years
He
now.
has been, but he is like
But he is a
shooting
two
guard to me.
guard.
Yeah, it's weird.
He's one of those players that you're going to have to blur the
I would have
lines.
categorized him with Kobe and Michael Jordan.
I think
before.
it helps him get higher on the list if we put him as a 2 instead of a 1.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's. No
I still
cap.
got
I'm gonna
James
go no
Harden
cap.
above, man.